In the first two episodes, Stellen was easy to see because we were placing things you could point at: a bottle on a table, a tent on a field, a car in front of a house. The core image was simple. Stellen means to put something into position, to make it stand where it belongs. But today, German does something more interesting, because Stellen leaves the physical world and starts placing things you cannot touch. A fact can be placed into certainty. An idea can be placed before your eyes. An order can be placed toward a target. So keep one question in your pocket for the whole episode. What gets placed? Today, we have three words. Feststellen, where a fact gets placed into a fixed position. Darstellen, where something invisible gets placed where people can see it. And bestellen, where an order gets placed toward one clear target. Facts, images, and soup. Same root, stranger scenes. Let's make 'em stand.
Let's start with feststellen. In English, it can mean to notice, to determine, to confirm, or to establish as a fact. But those translations feel a little flat until you see what German is doing. Start with the root. Stellen means to place something into position. And in feststellen, the thing being placed is not a bottle, not a chair, and not a tent. It is a fact. Before feststellen, the fact does not have a stable place yet. Maybe there is a problem, maybe there is not. Maybe the suspect was there, maybe he was not. Maybe the test result means something, maybe it does not. The truth is still moving around. Now add fest. For memory, hear fest, like fixed, fastened, or hold fast. Not fast as in quick, but fast as in firm, locked, not moving anymore. So feststellen means place a fact into a fixed position where doubt cannot keep pushing it around. Picture a detective standing in front of a messy board with photos, red string, a broken window, and three possible suspects. For a while, everything is only maybe, until one piece of proof arrives and the fact finally gets placed where it belongs.
Wir stellen fest, dass ein Fehler im System ist. We determine that there is an error in the system. Hear it again and listen for the fact being placed into certainty. Wir stellen fest, dass ein Fehler im System ist. Before, the problem was only a possibility. After, the fact stands firm. There is an error in the system. That is feststellen. Now imagine a doctor. You sit there waiting, the doctor checks, tests, reads the result, and then places the answer into a clear position.
Der Arzt stellt fest, dass alles in Ordnung ist.
The doctor confirms that everything is fine. Again,
Der Arzt stellt fest, dass alles in Ordnung ist.
before there was worry. After, there is an answer. The fact is not floating anymore. It has been placed into what we know. So the anchor is fest, means fixed. Stellen means place into position. Feststellen means place the fact into a fixed position. Unclear becomes clear. Loose becomes fixed. A fact finally stands. Feststellen. Now take darstellen. In English, it can mean to represent, to portray, or to depict, but again, the translation is not the memory. The memory is the scene. Start with stellen again. Something is being placed into position. This time, what gets placed? Not a fact into certainty, but an invisible thing into a visible form. A pattern, a character, a memory, a scene, an idea. Something that exists, but people cannot really see it yet. Now add dar. For memory, hear dar as there, as in there it is. So darstellen means place something there, in front of the eyes, so people can finally see it. First scene, data. Imagine a page full of numbers. The information is there, technically, but your eyes cannot hold it, your brain cannot feel it, and the pattern has no shape yet. Then someone makes a graph. Suddenly, the line rises, crashes, turns, and tells a story you can see.
Die Grafik stellt die Daten dar. The graph represents the data. Again, and this time picture the numbers becoming a visible shape. Die Grafik stellt die Daten dar. Before, there were numbers. After, there is a picture. The graph places the data there, in front of your eyes. That is darstellen. Now go to a stage. Hamlet is not standing in the room. Hamlet is only ink on a page, a name in a book, words waiting for a body. Then an actor walks on stage with a voice, a face, a body. A pause. A silence. And suddenly, Hamlet is there.
Der Schauspieler stellt Hamlet dar. The actor portrays Hamlet. Again, der Schauspieler stellt Hamlet dar. Before, Hamlet was words. After, Hamlet is a visible person on stage. The actor places Hamlet before the audience. That is darstellen. A picture can do the same thing.
Das Bild stellt eine Familie beim Essen dar. The picture depicts a family at dinner. Again, das Bild stellt eine Familie beim Essen dar. The family is not really in the room, but the picture places the scene there for your eyes. So the anchor is da means there. Stellen means place into position. Darstellen means place the invisible there in a visible form. Numbers become a graph, words become Hamlet. A memory becomes a picture. Hidden becomes seen. Darstellen. Last word for today, bestellen. This one means to order, to request, or to have something brought to you. And it can feel harder because be does not give you a clean little direction like auf, up, or aus. So do not force a perfect translation. Use a target. For memory, think B for bullseye. Your action is aimed at one clear thing. But now bring back stellen, because this is the part that makes bestellen feel less random. In English, we say it too, place an order. That is the stellen feeling. You are not only wanting soup, dreaming about soup, or staring at soup on a menu. You place an order for soup. You put your wish into the restaurant system, and now it has a target. Picture the scene. You sit down, open the menu, and see soup. The soup is not yours yet. Actually, it is not even real for you yet, because it is just a word, a line on paper, a possibility. Then you point. That one. You place the order.
Ich bestelle eine Suppe.
I order soup. Again, and hear the order being placed. Ich bestelle eine Suppe. Now the order has a target. The waiter takes it, the kitchen receives it, the cook makes it, and a few minutes later, the bowl is placed in front of you. That whole journey is bestellen. A wish becomes a placed order becomes a thing on the table. Now try another one. You see schnitzel on the menu. You choose it, and you place the order toward that one thing. Ich bestelle ein Schnitzel. I order a schnitzel. Again, ich bestelle ein Schnitzel. The schnitzel was only an option, but now your order points to it, and soon the plate stands in front of you. Online shopping works the same way. The book is not in your hands yet. It is only a picture on a screen, a title, a price, a possibility. Then you click. You place the order.
Ich bestelle das Buch online. I order the book online. Again, ich bestelle das Buch online. The order is placed, the target is clear, and the package comes to your door. So the anchor is B is the bullseye. Stellen means place into position. Bestellen means place an order toward a target. Choose it, place the order, and let the thing come to you. Want it becomes ordered, ordered becomes delivered. Bestellen. So today, Stellen left the physical world, but the root never disappeared. Something still gets placed into position. In feststellen, a fact gets placed into a fixed position, so doubt becomes knowledge. In darstellen, an invisible thing gets placed before the eyes, so hidden becomes seen. In bestellen, an order gets placed toward a target, so wanted becomes delivered. 3 anchors. Fest means fixed. Dar means there. B is the bullseye. Fixed, there, bullseye. A fact stands firm. Hamlet stands on stage. Soup stands on the table. And the question that opens the whole family is still the same. What gets placed? If it is a fact placed into certainty, you may be hearing feststellen. If it is an idea placed where people can see it, you may be hearing darstellen. If it is an order placed toward one target, you may be hearing bestellen. That is the trick. Do not memorize the English translation first. Find the root. Find the image. Ask what changed. German verbs stop being random when they have somewhere to stand. That is sticky German. 1 root, 3 scenes. Facts, images, and soup. Stellen. Put it into position. Make it stand.